Hi, coworkers. Let's do some co-working. I thought we would work for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break and then work for another 25 minutes. It's Thursday, it's 3 p.m. in Bogota, Colombia, and I have about an hour, maybe an hour and a half of work that I need to get done. And I just ate breakfast basically. So I got the energy and I got my to-do list. And so let's work together. If you're here, say hi, and I will let you know what I'm working on, and we'll set the timer and we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. So today I need to reschedule with someone. I was supposed to do a live stream with her on her Instagram, and that day I woke up with no internet and something. There were two problems. My phone couldn't I could hotspot, but there were two problems. No internet, maybe no internet, no electricity. So I couldn't charge my phone, something. And I was supposed to reschedule with her on that day and I still haven't rescheduled. So I need to reschedule with her or at least offer some times to reschedule. I need to pay a coach who's doing some like ancillary, what is it called? Auxiliary coaching for me. And there was somebody in my inbox that I need to get back to as well that I don't really remember what it was. I'd like to get 4 more people enrolled in my YouTube Success Challenge today, which means I need to do some posting and some Instagramming. Those are some things. And a new email. Ugh, this is sounding more like 90 minutes as opposed to 60 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, who's here? Hello, Amita. How's things? Did I see you at a meetup in Texas not too long ago? Did I see your picture? Hello. I think I may not have been you, but I think it was you. I think it was you. Hi. Hey Reba. Hey Winnie B. Hey Dee. Hey Caroline Ellis in Miami. I had a roommate when I was in the army her name was Mia, and she was from Miami, and so she always called it Miami. Miami. Hello, Angela. Working on working with us because your internet was out this morning too. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we just need to take a little break. There was some sort of music happening here this morning. I had the door open because the sun was out, so it was really warm. And so I had the door wide open, the door to the little tiny balcony. I had it wide open and there was music. It sounded like a woman leading an exercise class, and there's a park right there. So I put on some clothes, some semi-exercise, like my sports bra, my little exercise pants, and went out there, but I couldn't find her. I don't know. I don't know where it was coming from. And I went to the park and whatever. So I ended up just walking around and being out. That's all that to say. Sometimes the environment tells you you're not doing much work today. Okay, Amita's happy to be here. Okay, good. You did go to a meetup. I thought I saw your face. I'm so glad. Okay, good. Oh, Al, please, friends, wish Al, Empress of Ease, a happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope that this new year for you is the best year so far. And I hope that this day for you is full of love and joy and fun times. Happy birthday. Hey, Sagittarius in Chicago. Oh gosh, girl. The book, uh, I'm crawling at a snail's pace. It's getting closer, but a snail's pace. Hello, Kim. Kicking it with Kim, redefining hustle. Hello. As you can tell, I hate talking about. I'm so sick of that book. I'm so sick of it. But it is moving along. There is some movement happening. It's just slow. Very, 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 very slow pace. Okay, friends. All right. So I'm a minute over. Let's go ahead and set the timer for 25 minutes. Feel free to share with us what you're working on as your accountability buddies, as your coworkers. And let's get started. Okay. First, I'm going to do the smaller things, reschedule, check my inbox, pay the coach who's doing some ancillary or some auxiliary coaching for me. Okay. Number one. Let the choir sing when you call my name. PMET. 1 p.m. Eastern Time next week. Every day except for Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Monday through Wednesday. Okay. Okay, so I need to follow up. Let the choir sing. That's enough. She don't need to know all that. Let the choir sing. June 2nd at noon Eastern Time. Is wide open for us. Okay. June 2nd at noon Eastern Time. June 2nd, noon. Guests. That's wrong. Edit. Dawson. Okay. Vicarious. That means I can start that. It's itchy. Take you there. know her name. What group is she in? Oh, good. Do I have that? Okay. 1.5 million. Mm. Maybe ways changed. 2 minutes. 3.6. Okay. I feel like I start someone else. friends? Round one done. Let's set a 5-minute break timer. Today's starting off to a better start than yesterday's co-working session, so that's good. How are things with you? If I haven't said hi to you yet, hi. Hello, Angeline Smith. Let's see. Dee's editing a manuscript. Aileen Brown working from home, paying some bills. E period. Hello, hi. E, okay, all the E's are here, okay? E says, hello, I'm working on a job search. Okay, looking to see what's out here and contemplating the pros and cons of today's hellish workplace landscape. Best of luck to you, E. You can find what you want, right, and what you need. Best of luck to you. Hi, V. Hi, Kisla. Hi, Anya. I believe that's Anya Maya, or maybe Anja, maybe Anja. Hi. Getting some reading done. Okay, good. Winnie B, clearing emails. All right, fantastic. So yesterday I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? I was like Eeyore. I was real down. This isn't working and that isn't working. Anja with a hard J. Okay, hello. But today things have turned around. The people who are doing my residency visa, the attorney's office who's working on my residency visa, their updates from yesterday afternoon and this morning have been really good in Colombia for my residency visa in Colombia. And I don't have to go back to Delaware to do anything. It's going to cost me more, but save me money, right? Going back to Delaware was going to cost me too much. So that's good. And then I forgot the other thing I was down in the dumps about yesterday, residency. And there were two things I was like, this is stupid and I hate it. And both of them have a better outcome, or like their progress is happening. So that's good news. Angela, I finished a crochet backpack project that I was working on. Oh, good. Congratulations. Are you going to show it to us somewhere on Instagram or Facebook or something? That's good news. I see that your daughter graduates this year. Gosh. All right, so that's good. That's a good report from Angela. Do I have anything else? So I told you that I heard music. I thought there was some live exercise class happening, so I went out to it and I couldn't find it. I ended up at a cafe. It was really cute, called Mia's. Oh, Mia's. Mia's a real theme for the day. I went to Mia's and didn't realize it was a sugar-free cafe. She had baked goods, breakfast items, salad bowls, coffees, a whole bunch of coffees and juices. So I ordered a cappuccino. And then when I asked for sugar, the waitress brought me from the kitchen a bottle of stevia that they use for baking. Like, it was not a thing that they normally bring out to people. And that's when I realized I don't know where I am. I don't know what this place is about. I understood salud, something Mia's Cafe, something reposteria, like pastries, saludable, salute, right? Health food pastries. But it didn't occur to me that they wouldn't have any sugar for my coffee. So I ordered a double-sized cappuccino because I thought I was going to sit there and work for a little bit. Ordered a double-sized on my phone. Ordered a double-sized cappuccino with whole milk. And then she brought out that stevia bottle. They had little tiny gold coffee spoons. So I was like, I don't know how much stevia to put in this thing. So I put a full coffee spoon of stevia in my double cappuccino, and it was too much. I ruined it. But I had paid for it, and I need caffeine every day. I've gotten myself to a point where I need to drink coffee every day or I get a headache the next day. So I drank the coffee, hated it. But my juice was better. I ordered a fruit juice. That was better. And then the bowl, the salmon bowl I got a salmon bowl with chickpeas, zucchini, some stuff, salmon bowl. And that was very good. Kimberly says she drinks her coffee blackity black, black, black. I don't mean I can't. I just don't enjoy it. I enjoy some milk or heavy cream or half and half. I can do milk or heavy cream or half and half without sugar. I can do it, but it's not enjoyable to me, right? I'll do it because, like I said, I've gotten myself addicted to coffee. So I will do it without sugar, and I don't have any sugar in the house. And I used honey the other day, and that was stupid. That's another thing that ruined my day yesterday. I tried honey in the coffee, and that was awful. So I can do it without sugar, but if I'm in a place and they have sugar packets, I'm using a sugar packet. I prefer brown sugar or maple syrup in my coffee, especially if I have vanilla extract in it. Maple syrup and vanilla extract makes a good coffee for me. But today, I learned that stevia was not for me in coffee. It was such a thin, sweet taste. You know, sugar on the tongue is all over the tongue, I think. Stevia was just up here and it had a real artificial taste, or what I'm not used to taste anyway. Okay. Next round of co-working, another 25 minutes on the timer. This time I'm going to send a newsletter out to my Vicarious newsletter group. If you're not getting my newsletter, you can sign up, I believe, at vicarious.com/newsletter. I'm going to write about the challenge, the YouTube challenge, but I'm also going to write about a little bit about what we talked about Saturday on my channel about rejecting Black excellence. I talked with Elle, who is the Black excellence defector. So I really don't have I'm just going to go off the top of the head on my newsletter, little conversation with my email list. So that's what I'm doing next. Yeah, okay. this should be a photo. I didn't mean that. What is that? Save. Okay. What does she say here? Hmm. edit. Okay, that's good. Reclaim creativity. Also that. Your okay, we don't need to do all that. I have a graphic? Oh, I know where I can find it. Here. Just from here. Okay. Copy and edit that. Maybe get money. Okay, so how do I do that? Copy. Let's see how that goes. She's got to say. I don't like either one of them. Okay. Okay, let's find a graphic. I don't like those. just use that. Okay, that was a good round 2 for me. How was it for you? Let me set our break timer. Okay, break timer's on. How was it? Good for me. I got half the newsletter done. I was going to say most of the newsletter done. I got half the newsletter done. So that's good news. Anything else happening? Thank you, Kimberly. Glad I'm having a better day. Thank you. SM's writing and revising. See me getting ready for a meeting. All right. Jennifer. Working. Okay, good. And submitting my taxi authorizations from my New York City trip for payment. Okay, good. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Anything else we need to talk about? Sorry for the playing of the audio. I was looking for a specific, I'm a speaker at the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black Women, which starts next weekend, or which is next weekend. And I was looking for the graphic. You know how when you're a speaker to things, they send you graphics and they send you promotional materials. And then you're like, I don't remember where those are. I know it's like that. It's like that with Exodus Summit too. We send stuff and the speakers are like, I'm just going to share what you share. You share it and then I'll hit the share button. It's a thing. We make all those graphics and then, they don't see the light of day. So anyway, that was me trying to find the right graphics and the right video to put in my newsletter, so that one of the things I'm sharing in my newsletter is that I'm speaking at the summit. So that was that, me trying to find it and playing the video out loud to see if that's the one I'm looking for. So inside of the newsletter, I just quickly mentioned that I am in Bogota scouting out neighborhoods, a newer neighborhood. That the challenge, there are 7 spots left in my YouTube Success Challenge, that I'm speaking at the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black Women. And then I need to do one more thing. What was the third thing I wanted to update people about? There were 3 things. The video. Update them about Saturday's live stream. So I've got 2 done, 2 almost done. I found the thing, so I need to link to that. And I'll do that 3rd thing, and then that's it. Anything else you want to talk about while we're on break? Break's half over anyway, but anything else you want to talk about? I coach in the Exodus ASAP membership tonight. So after this is done, I'll well, I'm not really hungry yet. I'd like to eat dinner before coaching, so I'm all there. I may order dinner once we're done. Order dinner. And then sit down and relook at my notes for tonight. Because coaching inside of the Exodus ASAP membership is at 7 my time, and it's 4:00 already, 4:05 already. I do want to give you the link to the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black Women. If you are ready to make a plan to leave a job that's not serving you, whether it's a toxic job or just a job you've outgrown, a job you've changed your mind about, a job that's holding you back, I hope that you'll come to the summit. The sessions are really good. So I'm super excited about a few of the sessions. Everybody has their priorities. There are sessions, of course, on finding remote work with Libria Jones, how to make money from anywhere with Krishan from Blackset Global, on creating your own financial independence, retire early plan, your own FIRE strategy with Halisi, Rick and Halisi took their net worth from, I think, the negatives to 7 figures in a short period of time. So I'm excited for those sessions. I'm excited for Awakening Your Creativity with Alicia Renice. I'm excited for Coach Yolanda, who is my friend, who is talking about, who's doing some healing work inside of the summit. Of course, I'm excited for my own session on creating your framework to leave. Not your framework to leave a job, your framework to leave hustle, right? Your framework to leave striving behind, your framework to leave proving yourself behind. The job detox, how to detox from those, the messaging, all of it that tells you that your work is your worth, how to leave all of that behind, how to create your own, how to create your own self, kind of, right? How to decide who you are apart from work and how to create that. So this is my link. Oh, wait, I'm gonna paste it again because I didn't put a space bar here. Let me do it again. That way there's a space bar. That's my link to the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black Women, which is online starting May 16th. Okay, friends, let's go ahead. Who's sticking around for another round? I'm gonna finish out the newsletter. It's probably gonna take me the whole time to finish out the newsletter. So I'm gonna finish out that. Anybody staying with me for another round? Even though I said 1 hour, this will be an hour and a half total. Okay, if you're doing something that you want to work alongside us with, welcome. Okay. (4:32), so that's 5:32 p.m. ET / 2:32 p.m. PT. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so get that picture. I need to find a less blurry version. Let's go to stream. Okay, I don't need that. Let's see if I can get it from here. There should be a static graphic, right? Let's just say change it to default, save. Delete. Move that down. Move that down. Okay. Let's duplicate that. Let's add an image. Copy. Maybe I'll move it up. Okay. Settings. Default. Just go a little smaller. and burnout effects on us. Yeah. Okay, one more thing to do. Around time. Okay, there I'm gonna go video. On the video. I don't need that. I need this. And duplicate. Okay. Send a text email. How much time is left? Mhm. Okay. Link, insert link. Insert. Lob. That ain't it. Good. Mhm. Newsletter done. 2 minutes left. $5:30. I'll send it in an hour. Schedule. Six 18:30 is good. Schedule. Okay. Login. Okay. Time's up. Okay, Jennifer and I both say our work is done. Okay. Well done, Jennifer. Thanks for sticking around for a little bit. Rain Freed, going to the pool. Enjoy. Have a fantastic day at the pool. Si se puede. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. Thank you so much. Okay. Feed Your Inner Chef. Hi. Just stopped by to say hi, resting most of the day, heading out to my niece's spring choral concert. All right, good. Enjoy. I hope it's wonderful. Hi, Yemi Couture Crochet. Hi. I've made a few Redeemed Souls snoods. What's a snood for those of us who want to cover our hair with something a little more bohemian? Now I have to Google a snood. Snood. Oh, yay. Okay, so what? I've made a few Redeemed Souls snoods. Okay, but so if I go to Yemi Couture Crochet on YouTube, will I find your things? You can't link to things here. YouTube won't let you, and I don't let you. I have it set TUR, so people can't drop links. But if I put that in, okay, there's your channel. And then do you have, your dog is playing hard to pet. Do you have a link to a store or a shop? I don't see a link to a store on your YouTube channel. If you don't mind, if you would link to your store, I'm looking right at your YouTube description. Welcome. That's my Curvy Crochet Muse China, right? But I don't see a link to a shop. If you don't mind doing that for us, so we can see it. I find typing in your name makes your channel pop up. So that was easy. You're the only one. But if you don't mind, thank you. Okay, yep. Okay, thank you kindly. All right, thank you. That's how people find things nowadays, right? They go to either YouTube or Instagram or LinkedIn, they type in your name. And if you don't have the link to your shop, we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to find you, right? Okay, she says, I don't mind. Thank you. Angela, I figured out the placement of the hardware on my crochet backpack. Now I'm attaching them. Good. We'll post pictures on Instagram. Okay, fantastic. Good. Everybody's so creative. Oh, you don't have a store? Oh, okay. All right. Don't let me tell you, don't let me rush you. I thought that's what you meant. You said for those of us who want. So I thought that meant that you had a store. Listen, don't let me get you off track. Do what you're doing, okay? Don't let me get you off track. But if you do have a place that you sell things, when we click on your YouTube name, hopefully we can find that, you know. Some people make it kind of hard to find their stuff because they don't know, they don't know. But that's what we do. We click on your YouTube name, we click on your Instagram handle, and we want to find a way to get you to buy from you if you're selling. So that's good. So Angela's Instagram, she says she's going to post it on Instagram. I think you have more than one. Is it okay if I link to Dr. Angela B. Martin, or do you have a Lamar and Angela Instagram? I'm going to link to your Lamar and Angela Instagram because that's your one that is public. Okay. So this is Angela's Instagram if you want to see her backpack. Okay. She says she's going to post it. I hope if it's not there, then the other one. But I would assume that's the public one. The other one is your name and it's different. It's not a public. It's not out in the world. Okay. So, okay. She says she'll post on both. Okay, good. All right. But Lamar and Angela, that way you can see also updates from Angela's YouTube channel. Lamar and Angela is the name of their YouTube channel. They live in Querétaro, Mexico. They're from the DMV area. They live in Querétaro, Mexico. They moved to Mexico with dogs and teenagers and stuff. So that's a channel you would want to subscribe to as well. Please and thank you. All right. So I'm going to sit here and think about what to eat. I need someone to tell me what to eat for dinner. I'm so sick of deciding what to eat for dinner every day. I'm so sick of it. And I'm only 50. I got all these years left of deciding what to eat for dinner every day. I'm over it. Plus, I can't really cook in this kitchen. That was the thing I was so grumpy about yesterday. Can't really cook much in this kitchen. It's not like I like cooking anyway, but I couldn't if I wanted to because I'm a little tiny Airbnb. It's a tiny, tiny. Have pasta and salad. I could order. I need to open up the Rappi app, the delivery app, and see what I can get ordered in a reasonable amount of time because I am so sick of that. Yesterday, inside of the Exodus ASAP membership, Charisse, who lives in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, showed us her whole budget for the month, her whole April budget. Her food budget was $400. I was like, girl, I don't think that's right. I don't think, Mexico is inexpensive, but it's not like that. Plus, she'd be out in the restaurants and stuff. So I think $400 was her grocery store budget for the month. But then she did a lot of restauranting because there's a lot of, she got friends in Puerto Vallarta. I was like, $400 a month is great, but I don't think that's right. She was like, girl, I don't think it's right either. I had salmon for breakfast. The problem is I went to a cafe for breakfast and I had salmon. Not the problem. It's not a problem, but I'm saying I had salmon with chickpeas. It was a bowl, salmon and chickpeas and zucchini, tomatoes, couscous in a bowl. So it's not going to be salmon. I think it might be some sort of Italian, some sort of pasta, because I've had a lot of Chinese, or not Chinese, but Asian. I've had sushi, and I've had I had a pineapple fried rice the other day that was good. I had some, but I don't think I've had Italian in quite a while. So maybe it'll be pasta and a salad. Yeah. This little kitchen, there's one pan, one pot. The pan handle I hate. Scrambling my eggs in the morning is a chore because the pan is so flimsy, and at any second now the handle is going to come off the pan. And then how do I scramble eggs when you can't hold on to the pan, right? So that's a problem. But I'm out of this place on the 15th. I'll be in a hotel for almost a week, and then I come back to Bogota, hopefully to a place with a better kitchen. Hopefully. But yeah, since I had a low carb breakfast, maybe I'll have a pasta dinner, a carby dinner. Yeah, it was good. It was good. The little cafe I went to was very good. It just, I didn't realize that they were a sugar-free cafe and bakery. I walked in and it was so cute. It's called Mia's and it's so cute. And I was like, oh, I want to eat here. And they had a bakery section in the back. So I was like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this. And then I realized it was sugar-free. So coffee wasn't enjoyable, and I did not bring home a pastry because I'm not doing sugar-free pastries. Thank you. So somebody come get me. So, but I do have ice cream in the refrigerator. There's an ice cream shop here. So in Latin America, ice cream and dairy products can be awful. But here in Colombia, I've found good butter, Alpine or Alpine butter. I'm enjoying it. It's local, I assume, because it's not costing me an arm and a leg like the Danish butter that I buy or the French butter that I buy sometimes. And this ice cream shop called Orso, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So for Latin America, the dairy products have been pretty good. So that's a good thing. So I'm saying I have ice cream in the freezer. I have some Orso ice cream. It's a little shop, a local shop, but you can also buy it in the shop, in the grocery store, or in the I bought it at the not the Oxo, but the other one. The other store, Exito, little store like an Oxo. Jennifer, you needed the pasta earlier. I know, but listen, we can only do what we can do. It's still sunny out. Normally in Bogota, it's during rainy season, which is what we're in right now. It's raining by now, but it rained very first thing this morning, and then the sun came out. Or that might have been yesterday. I don't know if it rained at all today because it was warm. No, it didn't rain at all today. It's still sunny out. So if I order my dinner, I could still have time to go take a little walk to decarb a little bit. What's the weather in Bogota? It's only 60, let me tell you. It's a strange place because it's only 60 degrees, but it's also short sleeve weather. 60 degrees in Delaware is not short sleeve weather, but 60 degrees in Bogota can be short sleeve or light long sleeve, not a jacket. Now, the Colombians are wearing coats. Coats. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Colombians are wearing coats because today's high was 63. But I'm out there with today I wore this and I wore a little light jacket from Old Navy, a little light jacket. And I was like, I was walking a little too fast and I was like, let me slow down before I start sweating in this jacket. Right? When I sat down in the restaurant, the sun was right on my back and I took the jacket off. Bogota is very high altitude, very, very, very high altitude. And so it doesn't get warm in Bogota. I think I looked up, there were 4 days a year last year where it was over 85. 4 days all year where it was over 85 degrees. Hardly ever gets to 80. I haven't seen it get to, I don't even know if I've seen it get to 75. And this is my second month here. I was here for a month in January and then this month. I don't think I've seen it get to 75. But it's different because we're closer to the equator. 65 feels warmer than I'm used to. So Bogota is not a place for the sun seekers, sun chasers. You know, I'm here for a special thing. I'm here to get some things, right? It wouldn't have been on my list otherwise, but I like it. I like it. The weather is not as bad as it looks on paper, right? So when you look at it and you see every month the high is 65, right? Because what I usually do is I'll be like, show me the monthly highs and lows in a place. Every month, it'll tell you the average high in Bogota is 65 degrees. And the average low is like 50, 52, 55, 55 to 65, I think. It's the rainy season is like 3 months on, 3 months off, 3 months on, 3 months off, right? It looks like no thank you, no thanks. But it doesn't feel like it looks on paper. Like how people say you don't look like what you've been through. Bogota doesn't feel like it looks. 65 is different here because when I was here, it wasn't rainy season when I was here in January. When I was here in January, when I was walking that park, I didn't even take my jacket with me, right? When I was actually walking to exercise, short sleeves. But like today, when I went out, I went out in case I was going to exercise with the lady because I heard the lady exercising. I heard music and sound like aerobics. But I took my jacket because I'm going to take it easy. So I had a light jacket with me. It's crazy. It's really surprising for Bogota. It's why people don't move here. It's why it's going to be hard to make friends here. Friends I have are going to have to come move here for me. It's not Medellin. It's not Cartagena. Cartagena is eternal spring weather. No, Medellin is eternal spring and Cartagena is like eternal summer. Bogota is like late fall all year. But it looks better than than you think. For Colombia, it's really surprising that that's the temperature, especially when you look at how close we are to the equator. But we're in the Andes. This is in the Andes. I'm still planning to, get what I came for, stay here for 2 years or so, and then 2 years after the fact, and then leave. Get what I came for. We stay here for a couple of years and then go someplace else. Go someplace else, I think, unless, you never know what happens. If I develop a full community here and I have, I have no problem getting on a plane and going someplace when I want a different environment. I may stay longer, but my plan right now is still 3 years total. 1 year to get what I came for, and then another 2 years after that to settle in, get it together before I go. Oh, Lamar and Angela are planning a trip to Medellin next year. It was heavy on my list before Querétaro. People love it. People love it. So I had dinner. Finally, I met up with 2 Black women from a group that I'm in for Black women in Bogota, in Colombia. And I met up with 2 of them, and they both love Medellin much more than Bogota. And neither one of them is staying here in Bogota. They're both leaving. One is going to Medellin, and then the other one is going home. She went home. So you know, but I did get to have dinner with two Black women friends. And we're going to stay in touch on WhatsApp, and we'll see if, see if they'll come back. But they both love Medellin much more. The weather looks much better, right? But Medellin has a reputation of being a place that men move to find women to take advantage of. You know what I mean? It's one of those places. There are a few places around the world where men like that like to move to. And I think I would get sick of seeing that. Like how there's that town in Thailand, Pattaya, in Thailand, where men move there to get, young girls, young boys, right? I think I would get sick of seeing that all the time. I've never been to Medellin, but the reason when I saw Bogota on my list of things, I think the agency that I was working with was like, but Bogota is, it's easier if you're in Bogota because that's where our offices are and whatever. I didn't even consider Medellin, even though I knew the weather was better than Bogota. And I think it's just because it has that reputation. Not that I would be confronted with it every day and be, because I don't even leave the house every day. But to me, it has the reputation of being a slimier place, attracting slimier people. And so I didn't even consider it. I think there's a good chance in another world, an alternate universe, if I had flown into Medellin first and then come to visit Bogota, I may not like Bogota. Because people who have been to both, they like Medellin. But I just didn't want to consider it. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I knew I could deal. I felt like I could deal with the altitude because Mexico City didn't affect me. This affected me more than Mexico City. I felt like I could deal with the altitude. They're both pretty green cities. Bogota is a little more, I think Bogota is richer, right? I think there's more money in Bogota. And, I thought I would be more comfortable here. And I didn't even think about Medellin. But most Black women I know who've been to both prefer Medellin. Yay me couture crochet. This is the kind of zigzaggy courage I admire most. In my life, back to the wall courage is not the problem. This here is terrifying. I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? We all exercise courage in our lives, and we don't necessarily recognize it, right? Because courage is not the opposite of fear. We think sometimes because we feel fear, it means we don't have courage. Courage is not the opposite of fear. Courage is the step after fear, right? Courage is taking action in the face of fear. So I'm pretty sure you have the same courage. I'm pretty sure. I don't know that I understand the comment, but I think I understand it. And I think there's no difference because I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. I'm very scared. I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to I came here to adopt. I'm afraid that's not going to work. I'm afraid that I'm going to get suckered into an apartment that I don't like or something. I'm afraid I'm not going to make friends here. I'm afraid I'm going to be lonely here. I'm afraid of a lot of things. And so I'm taking action in the face of that fear, trying to improve my odds, right? I just want to improve my odds. What are the odds? How can I make things better? I happen to have a community of 25,000 Black women, some of whom are pretty flexible about where they are in the world. And so I'll be inviting them to come down here and hang out with me so that I can get rid of one of those fears, or at least, lessen one of those fears, the fear of loneliness. I invite people to come visit me, come stay with me, come to my birthday party, July 5. We're going to have some sort of birthday event somewhere here in Bogota, July 5, right? Those fears are there. I feel them. I experience them. I feel like I feel them. And I experience them and I take action so that they don't win, right? So they don't keep me paralyzed. That's courage. And we all Black women exercise courage. We have to. Nothing's handed to us. Nothing comes without fear and trepidation. Nothing we want in life comes without the fear. We all exercise courage. I don't know a non-courageous Black woman. Not possible. Not possible. Hey LT, we're finishing up. I'm taking up people's times now that I've done my work. I'm distracting you from doing your work. That's about how it operates. That's exactly how it operated when I had a traditional job as well. Right? I'm done with what I have to do. Now let me distract you. I had that reputation at work. You're welcome. You're welcome. At the point where I need to know, at the point where I know I need to leave this job, so I need to hear that right now. Okay. Yeah. Fear is a real thing, right? We can feel it in our bodies. It's based on our environments, our experiences, our minds. Uh, we don't have to pretend like we don't experience it. That's courage. Okay. Let me link you again to the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women, which is online, all online, May 16th through 21st. I'm a speaker there. My session is on the job detox. The Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women is hosted by Dr. Kimani Norrington Sands, who is a licensed therapist, licensed clinical therapist, and Marissa Price, a social worker and also therapist. I keep doing that with the link. Let me fix that link. And this is their second year for this summit, where they help Black women liberate themselves from either a toxic job or a job that just no longer serves them. If you need to leave that job, which is what you said, that job is not serving you anymore. And I hope that you'll consider coming to the Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women. There are sessions on finding remote work, making money online so that you can be anywhere in the world, creating your financial independence, retire early plan, your FIRE strategy, reclaiming and reconnecting with your creativity. My session is, of course, on the job detox. There are lots of great sessions in the summit, and then a lot of sessions. So those sessions were like practical. Here's what you do. And then there are a handful of mindset sessions also. How do you heal from an environment if you've been in a toxic work environment and it's taken its toll on you? How do you heal from that so that you don't carry that with you into the next and the next and the next, so that you don't end up in an early grave? Yeah. Job Liberation Virtual Summit for Black women. I hope that you'll join us. Anyone here who is like SM and you're like, I need to leave this job, join us. For some of you, the pathway to leaving a job is another job, right? And there are sessions there on that. For some of you, the pathway to leaving a job is retirement, right? Or something like it. And there are sessions on that as well. Okay, friends. All right. Am I done? Oh, LT's on the plane. Oh, good. Zoom, zoom. So that means you're leaving Mexico City? Okay. Safe travels. Keep us posted on your travels. Taking action on what you can in the face of what may terrify you. Fear does not get to drive. Even if it's in the car, buckle it into the passenger seat and tell it, I drive. I'm driving. That's right. Hey, Kat, Rebloom Room. Mango season over here. Oh, good. In San Miguel? Good, good. Oh, I'm picturing like the trees because that's the thing about Bogota, because I'm not in that part of Colombia. I don't know that I've seen fruit trees around. Lots of trees, but I don't know that I've seen like mango. I doubt that I've seen that. Mango trees and avocado trees. All right, good. Most wonderful time of the year. Enjoy. Have a few for me, please. Have a few for me, if you don't mind. All right, friends. Okay, LT, going home for Mother's Day. Okay, wonderful. Enjoy. See your favorite girls. Have a fantastic time. Safe travels. All right, friends, I'll stop distracting you from your work day. If you're still doing your work day, if you're still having a work day. Tomorrow's Friday. Let me look at my calendar real quick, because we'll probably work again tomorrow because I do have a good amount of things to get done. Yeah, so I have a meeting until noon my time. So it'll be sometime in the afternoon. I know I should, more responsible person would put it on the calendar, but sometime again tomorrow afternoon, If you're available for co-working, I'll be available for co-working. All right. Nice to see you, friends. Have a wonderful day. Happy Thursday. Bye.